Have you ever wondered why chasing happiness so often leaves you feeling empty? You try gratitude, meditation, positivity. You tell yourself to stay thankful. You make vision boards. You force a smile. But deep down, something still feels off. Like you're running towards something that keeps moving just a little farther away. We live in a world that tells us, be happy, stay positive, don't overthink. But what if this pressure to always feel good is actually the very thing that's making us feel worse? We rarely stop to question the pressure itself, the expectation that life is only worth living if it feels light, joyful, and effortless. But here's the truth. Real happiness isn't constant. It's not a state you can live in forever. It's not something you hold on to. It's something you notice, quietly, in passing, like sunlight through a window, warming your skin for a brief moment before it moves on. And when we treat happiness like a goal, we turn it into a performance. We begin to curate our emotions. We hide our sadness. We fake our joy. We wear smiles like armor. And in doing so, we disconnect, not just from other people, but from ourselves. You start to feel like something's wrong with you if you're not smiling, if you're not always motivated or excited or optimistic. So, you suppress. You pretend, you scroll, but the truth keeps bubbling up underneath. Philosopher Alan Watts once said, "Trying to define yourself is like trying to bite your own teeth." Chasing happiness is the same. The more you chase it, the more it slips away. The more you demand it from yourself, the more you start to feel like a failure when it doesn't show up. And yet, our entire society is built around the pursuit of it. Self-help books, productivity hacks, dopamine diets. We're taught to engineer our emotions like machines. We've turned emotional struggle into something to fix. But struggle is not the enemy. Sadness, grief, confusion, these aren't flaws. They're not warning signs that you're broken. They're evidence that you're alive, that you have depth, that you care, that you feel. And in a strange way, that's something to honor. Philosopher Nietzsche believed that suffering is necessary for growth, that we are not shaped by what makes us comfortable, but by what tests us, that to become who you truly are, you must walk through the fire, not around it. So maybe the real question isn't, how do I feel better? But instead, what is my sadness trying to show me? What if your pain isn't something to erase, but something to understand? What if joy isn't something you earn, but something that emerges when you stop trying so hard? This is not a call to embrace misery. It's not about drowning in darkness or romanticizing pain. It's a call to embrace wholeness, to feel deeply, to accept the entire spectrum of your human experience, to stop pretending you're fine just to keep others comfortable. Because when you allow your emotions to exist without shame, you're no longer performing life. You're living it. And in that space, between the highs and the lows, something strange happens. You find peace. Not the loud, ecstatic kind that dances and cheers, but the quiet, steady kind, the kind that doesn't need to prove itself. And that kind of peace, it's not found in the next goal or the next mindset shift. It's found in honesty, in presence, in the courage to sit with your truth, even when it hurts. So stop chasing happiness like it's the finish line. Let it come to you, quietly, honestly, when you're not pretending to be anything else. Because maybe, just maybe, you don't need to feel good all the time to be okay. You just need to be real. And that's more than enough.